Hi everyone. Today's the what is it? Tuesday, the 21st of February, 2023. And everybody, it's amazing. Everybody's talking about the Asbury revival at Asbury University in Wilmore, Kentucky, and has absolutely gone viral on the media, on social media, internet, you name it, everywhere. I just Googled it because I wasn't too sure where the actual university was. And if you type it in, Asbury Revival, into Google, it's coming up on the front page. So even Google's algorithms are actually ranking it. It's just everywhere, and everyone's got an opinion on it, which I think is, yeah, it's fantastic. I don't have an opinion on people having an opinion on it. It's just that I think it's really fascinating in how it ties in with a vision that I had way back in the mid 90s, maybe 94, 95, and and I want to share the vision and how it's relevant to Asbury Revival and the social media platform. What happened is here in Australia in the early to mid 90s, the whole telecom industry was being deregulated. And what we had was Telstra, which was a government owned at that stage. I think it was government owned or partially government owned. And the government didn't want to have one organization have a total monopoly on it. Sounds a bit familiar to what's happening now with social media, doesn't it? And so they deregulated it, and then the first layer was then become Optus. So we had Telstra and Optus. And in the middle 90s, where this vision was, is that there become other third party players. And I can't remember the names of them, but you basically had Telstra and Optus, and they were being forced to deregulate further. So there was other platforms, telecommunication platforms were coming up. Anyway, I met up with a guy who had a business meeting with a guy in his 30s. And as I'm sitting with him, I heard, and he was getting involved in the telecommunications. He was getting involved in one of these new organizations that was breaking up Telstra and Optus even further in the monopoly that it had. So in the vision, or what happened is that I heard the Holy Spirit say to me that, like, he talks to me like, the way I talk, and it was just like very blunt in a sense, just shut up and listen. That's what he actually said to me. And sometimes I can be quite blunt, just shut up and listen, right? And so he spoke to me that way, and so I was listening, but I can't remember what the guy said, because as that happened, this vision unfolds, and this is the best way to describe it, and it's very relevant to the Asbury revival and how it's going viral on the internet. So just go with me as I share this, because it's really quite funny, and I love happening what's happening, and the devil must be freaking out with what is actually happening, but it's relevant to this vision. So let me share the vision. So as you're looking at me, or as you're looking towards me, you've got your whole vision that you can see, whatever range of eyesight you've got. This vision was all in blacks and grays. So there was a horizon line about that high in the vision, and that was just black. From the horizon up was light gray, just gradually getting darker and darker and darker until it finally filled my whole vision. And it was just completely filled my vision. All this in the black landscape, and then the gray to black sky. And so as far as I could see either side, it was filling it. And when I'm looking at it, like as it's unfolding, and it's probably just seconds that it was, but it just seems like ages as it unfolded, is I see the sky, or the black mass from the grey to the black, gradually moving across the screen on my side. And I'm just pondering, looking at that, and he's still flapping his gums, talking to me, but I can't remember what he was saying. And I'm just totally blown away with this vision. So as I'm watching the vision and I'm looking at it, and like, forgive me if my eyes go glazed because I'm reliving the vision. As I'm looking at the vision, I hear the Holy Spirit say something to the effect of, This is the information superhighway, or the information superhighway, which was a terminology Amway people were using in that era. And they're all talking about, going out, talking about the information superhighway. But in essence, it was the internet and all that the internet represented and all the opportunities that it represented, etc. So as I'm watching this sky moves slowly across at about that rate. Out of the corner of my eye, right on the horizon, I see this little silver strip, and it would have only been about that big in the strip. And the best way to describe this silver strip was the color of mercury. It was just bright silver as silver could get. And I saw it just come out of the corner of my eye, just above the horizon on the earth, and it was just traveling along there like that, just very, very slowly, and then filled the whole strip. So of the whole sky, there's just this little silver strip along that. As I'm pondering on it and what this was and trying to work it out, I heard the Holy Spirit say to me this, and this is how it ties in with the Asbury revival and how the internet has gone viral with this, Asbury revival. Is he said, "This is my people," meaning this little silver strip was the Christians, his people, the followers of Jesus. And the rest of it was the kingdom of darkness. And how the devil, he was explaining to me how the devil is using the internet as the platform to propagate evilness across the earth. And when we look at it, social media can be used for good or evil, but as I won't say it's predominantly used for evil, but because people are so godless, the majority of it is because godless people are using the internet. And also the major players at the top of it, we all know them, are using that as the platform to infiltrate society and bring their demonic agenda to the population. And we've seen how with the social media, the main platforms, how they're being controlled by government departments. It's almost like they're the propaganda arm of the government departments and your elitists and third world, not third world, your one world government trying to bring their agenda in. They're using that medium. But the funny part was just what I saw the vision. And here was God's people using that platform to use the very weapon that they were going to use against mankind. God's people were using that platform, and with God cooperating with it. God was saying, my people are going to use the very tool that the enemy has had where he's trying to destroy mankind, the very tool and mechanism, that medium that he's going to use, my people are going to turn that back against him. So what I really love about the Asbury revival, we don't know how long it's going to last. I think, if you listen to the prophets, all the prophetic people are saying, with what they're saying is that what's coming is a billion soul harvest and a major reformation, etc., etc. So I think what's happening, and time will tell, and that's why I dated this video, because it's only just a few days that this is coming to pass. And literally hundreds and hundreds of people are going there to Asbury University to be part of it. And the poor guys, they're just going to get swamped with people. But, I think it's exciting in the sense that it just shows you how hungry people are for a move of God and for God's intervention. And I think in essence, if it is, it's just like that little silver strip, is that God's people are going to use the internet as a means to reverse the curse that the internet has been against the humanity on earth. So to bring it all back into the picture of the Asbury revival, here it is. It has gone viral. Everybody is talking about it. All of the, high profile people, they're all having a conversation about it. And I think it's amazing. Here it is. I just sense in this, I don't know, I can't say thus saith the Lord, but I just sense in my spirit, man, or my knower, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit, maybe it's not, maybe it's me. But I have a feeling that this is just the tip of the iceberg of what God is going to do with this tool, the social media. And I believe, I just feel that in heaven or in hell or wherever Satan's residing, he must be absolutely petrified and freaking out of what's happening because he's controlled this mechanism. He's controlled the social media for his devices. And here it is. A little revival happens in a little obscure university that's quite conservative, Christian university that I understand. And here it is. And it's gone absolutely ballistic on the internet. He must be going in a meltdown because the very thing he doesn't want his tool used for is what Christians are using it for. And as I said, I just sense that this is just the beginning. Can you imagine when revival breaks out all over the globe and we're all talking about it? He won't be able to shut it down. I think it's fantastic. And, it's just like even some of the, mainstream medias, and if you call Fox News, well, Tucker Carlson has interviewed them, and I don't know with any others at this stage, but at least they won't be able to keep a lid on it. I think that is so exciting of what's happening. And God is going to announce himself across the world in a way we've never seen before. And he is going to use the very tool that Satan and his cohorts thought that they were going to use to destroy mankind. He's going to reverse the curse. How cool is that? That's my take on the Asbury revival. And it ties in, as I said, with the vision that it is. So, well, we're on for a ride. We're on for a ride. We're on for a Holy Spirit ride, which is just going to be absolutely amazing. It's like, stay tuned for what God's going to do next. So, God bless you. I just love to be able to share that with you. So, have a great day. God bless. Bye.